Alright, guys, so welcome back to Spiritual Selfish channel, where you are reminded to focus on yourself first so that you can raise your vibration and be conscious creator of your own reality. My name is Kristina Day, and I'm your host here. Guys, today's video is super exciting. Not only because I feel it's bringing more consciousness and more awareness to our daily life, their daily habits, but also because actually I think this video has been in the making for about 3, 4, 5 years. So we're gonna be talking all about alcohol and the spiritual effect that it has on our spirit, on our energy. We all are aware of the physical consequences alcohol has, but there is not much, awareness on what is happening actually to our energetical field and our energetical state when we are consuming this substance. Now, for those who don't know me, I've been semi-sober for 4 years, but my last drink was 3.5 years ago. This is why I'm saying, this video has been in the making between 3 to 5 years, because literally sometimes, even before I quit alcohol, I would receive these downloads how I need to share with people what alcohol does to our bodies and how it really, washes out all the nutrients and so on and so forth. But lately, since I'm now in spirituality as well, I have more awareness what is happening on energetical level, which I want to share with you today. Now, if you are excited about this topic, please give it a like so that I can understand that you enjoyed this video, and I should create more topics on this, videos on this. But let's jump in. So let's first talk about why do people even consume alcohol, right? So most of the time we consume it to have fun, to go to the parties. All right, maybe now the consumption of alcohol has drastically reduced, but still, even if we are in pandemic and lockdown and we cannot go party, people are still consuming alcohol to either relax, to forget things, or just to feel more confident, right? So, and we might think, oh, well, more confidence, more fun, it's a good thing, right? But if you really look at it, what is happening on energetical level when you consume alcohol, not so good. And to be honest, myself, when I was a kid, 13, 14 years old, I would look at adults and I was like, well, I don't understand. Why would you drink? Why would you consume alcohol? It has no benefit to you. Like, even as a child, I had this deep understanding. But obviously then, I grew up and I went into societal conditioning, into partying. So, don't think that I'm like sitting here and teaching and sharing and, I'm just thinking that alcohol is bad. No, I had my fair time with alcohol and, I could learn major lessons there as well. So let's get in the first effect. What happens to your not only physical body, but to your energy when you consume alcohol? When you drink alcohol, it stops and interrupts your connection to source, to the energy from higher realms, right? So it's not that it's, bam, completely gone. It's very weak. And actually, we will be jumping straight into effect number 2. So when our connection to source is, let's say gone, what happens is that alcohol starts to extract the essence of our being, the essence of our soul. So I'm sure most of you, or at least a lot of you, have seen this meme going on the internet that, alcohol, or how it's called, alcohol, is coming from Arabic word, which is meaning body-eating spirit, right? So think about homeopathic medicine, right? So what they will do to create a medicine, they put, a plant or whatever in the alcohol to extract the essence of it, and then they will distill it in the water, and in the end they will make a medicine, a homeopathic medicine. So the same thing happens when you consume alcohol, it starts to extract your energy, your soul. So if your connection to source is gone and you're being extracted your essence, what happens? It opens up a possibility and it allows new entities to come in. Alcohol literally lowers your vibration. And because of the intoxication that is happening in your physical body, it is so discomforting for your soul to continue to be in this physical vessel that it starts to leave. And your body cannot be without, soul. Because your lower vibration lowered enough, it opens up, as I said, possibilities for other entities to step in and act on your behalf. And this is one of the reasons why when we drink, we actually don't remember a lot of the things. Because, it might sound scary, but often is that our other entities are stepping in. Remember that even if you don't see the spirit world, if you don't see the other realms, doesn't mean that it is not there. It is always all around us. And the moment you lower your vibration, it's a perfect opportunity for someone to attach to you. Guys, I know it might sound creepy, but psychic attacks are very, very common. It's happening on daily. We're not aware of it. And if you would like me to create a separate video about entities, attachments, and psychic attacks, definitely let me know, because it is happening way, way more often, and we normalized it, and so we don't even notice this. So with this point number 2, lowering our vibration and allowing entities to come in and step into our body, I want to plant a seed in your mind and really start thinking about, why did alcohol was invented? By whom was it invented? Well, it was created by mankind. By why? Why? Because alcohol was not created just for humans to enjoy and have fun. If you are aware, you will realize it is not just to, get high, but it is to lower the vibration of the humanity. And it was so conditioned through society, through media, that we need to consume it, that we need to have it at every table, at family gathering, and those family gatherings then turn into disaster and arguments and fights, right? Why does alcohol was invented? For control, for power, to lower the consciousness of humanity, and that it's easier to attach to humans and to control them, right? Because look, for example, at the plant medicine. Plant medicine was not invented by mankind. It was given to us by a spirit world. And actually, plant medicine, even ayahuasca and weed and, all of that, it actually connects us with the spirit world. It actually stimulates our senses to see more that is beyond the physical. Where alcohol, it numbs our senses. Now, I know some of you were asking also, does the weed has the same effect? So you see, I just mentioned the difference between plant medicine and alcohol. But at the end of the day, think about it. If while you're, smoking weed or something, are you smoking it and using it just to once in a while to connect with spirit world? I don't see anything bad with it. Now, I'm not saying go and smoke weed now, but again, if you are consuming and using weed on daily basis, think about it. Why? Why do you need to, disconnect from this world on continuous basis while you're doing this? Because any of, overdoing, any distraction, it's also a red sign as well. And number 3, the third effect is that when you are consuming alcohol, it literally fogs your physical brain and your mind. Why? Because when you are consuming alcohol, think about it, it's like a form of a poison. Alcohol is a form of poison. For example, why do we sterilize things with alcohol? Because it kills cells, it kills bacteria. So we already know the instant physical effects alcohol has on our human bodies, sluggish speech, loss of coordination. But if you're consuming alcohol long term, literally, your brain can shrink. There are so many other ways how alcohol hurts our physical body. But when we're instantly drinking this form of poison, what is happening in our body? That our cells, our organs are, turning on emergency. That, hey, there's a substance in our body that is hurting us, that is killing us, that we need to get out as soon as possible. So what happens? Your body will start to shut down non-essential organs, non-essential systems and functions to focus all the energy and force to get this substance out of your body. So for example, often digestion shuts down, often our logical mind shuts down, our loss of coordination. Again, this is happening because your brain starts to fog, because your brain said, I don't have time to, think. I don't need to logically think now. I need to deal with this as soon as possible. And this is why often people, when we go partying, when we overdo the alcohol, we throw up because our body is like, oh my God, I don't need this. Get it out of me, right? And often we forget things. One, because sometimes entities can overtake us. And two, because our brain for a period of time has been sort of shut down and our conscious mind wasn't working, that everything that happened, we didn't even register in our mind. So guys, these are the three very simple but very, very profound effects that alcohol has on your spirit. First, it disconnects you from the source, from all that is. Two, it lowers your vibration and opens up possibilities for entities to come in and attach. And three, it hurts your brain and your mind. It shuts down the essential, non-essential organs to get out the substance out. Obviously, there are way, way more other effects what is happening, but I think when people start to understand these important things, we will start to bring more awareness and questioning, why do we drink alcohol? Why do we consume this? And some other points that I would like to bring to your attention is, have you ever consumed alcohol and suddenly you feel over-sexual or you feel too much aggression or whatever? Often we say, what is on the conscious mind is, on the drinker tongue or actions, right? So what is actually happening is that that aggression, getting in a fight or whatever when you're drunk, is actually not you. And when I'm saying it is not you, I mean not you, an eternal loving soul. It's again being an entity coming through and attaching and acting on your behalf. But you may say, Kristina, I have those thoughts when I'm conscious. This is one form of psychic attacks. Often we think negative and it's our thoughts, but it's actually not. But it's another topic. Again, if you want me to create a video on psychic attacks, let me know. I will be more than happy to do that. Also, I want to address those of you who might say, but Kristina, I just love alcohol. It tastes good, it feels good. And by all means, it's up to you. I don't care. I don't care what you do with your body, because it's always your choice. My task here is just to bring more awareness, because there are so many people who just drink alcohol, consume alcohol without even realizing what they're doing to themselves. As long as you know what you're doing to your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual body, you can do whatever. Because there are, again, as I said, many people are consuming substances just to feel good right now in the moment for the short-term pleasure. But I'm sorry to break this to you, but if we all would live for short-term pleasure, we would never be able to be deliberate creators of our own reality. We would always just, buy in and slip into short-term pleasure. So it's, again, matter of your priorities. And just remember, if you are consuming just for the sake of the taste, know that, I love chocolate. Many people love fast food or whatever. It's, again, setting your priorities and retraining your taste buds, because it is, yes, of course, if you conditioned your taste buds to like alcohol, consume sugar that it has in it, of course you will be addicted to it. But it is a matter of releasing that habit and saying, no, I will make a different choice. And with over time, if you quit, when you will start to consume that again, your taste buds will say, no, thank you, I don't want this. And if you'd like me to create another video on where I go deeper in how I actually stopped consuming alcohol, let me know. Again, happy to do that as well. And the last thing that I want to mention is for those of you, again, who are consuming just a little bit here and there in the evening, of course, it's not going to have the effect if you have one glass versus, you're drinking and partying every day. Very different effect. But still, think about, long term, how much alcohol you put through your body. And the reason you might not notice this, sometimes it's even worse to drink a little bit over a longer period of time, is because you don't notice how it affects you. Because over time, it lowers your vibration to such a point that this became your norm, that you don't notice it any longer. And I assure you, once you stop consuming for a longer period of time, like months and months and months, you will notice the difference. Or at least if you will try to drink and consume the alcohol again, you will notice the difference, okay? Alright guys, this is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was in a service to you and it gave you new perspective. I would definitely love to hear, what is your experience with alcohol? Where you at? Are you fully sober? Maybe you're drinking on a continuous basis. Maybe, from time to time. And absolutely no judgment. It's always your choice. But if for those of you who are thinking now, damn, I would actually love to quit and stop. But maybe you're hearing in your mind, stories, well, you cannot quit, well, who you are, or we need this, or whatever. Any limiting pattern, any limiting, belief that your mind is telling you, I actually have a free guided workbook, which is called 6 Steps to Break Out of the Limiting Patterns of Your Mind. So it's not just around alcohol. I'm sure it will be of benefit to you to work through these limiting beliefs. I'll just leave the link down below. But other than that, if you like this video, please hit the thumb up and I'll talk with you guys in the next video. Bye!